Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we'll probably talk about something a lot of us will be worried about the same point, doctor or engineer. These are two of the most popular career paths. If you are like me, you have been probably asked at least once which one is better or which one should I choose. Well, in this video, I'm gonna break it down in a fun and realistic way. There's no boring statistics, just an honest comparison of what you feel like to be a doctor versus engineer. You're just curious or still whether you're still deciding, then stick it on because I wanna promise you this will be a very interesting conversation. So without any delay, let's get started with the video. So firstly let's talk about the educational journey. Buckle up because this is where the things get wild. Okay, first up, the life of a doctor in a training. So what do you guys think? I'm living a doctor life. I will be a doctor. I will save people's lives and live Grey's Anatomy's life. Sounds glamorous, right? What if guys they don't tell us is it basically a never-ending marathon? Fast there's a NEET exam. Your first boss battle. Once you beat that, it's time for 5.5 years of MBBS. It sounds very good, right? But here's it's a plot twist. It's not just about classes. You'll be constantly buried under the books with the names that sounds like spells from Harry Potter, anatomy, physiochemistry, biology, biochemistry, and so on. After years of sleep deprived zombie, you finally graduate. But wait, it's not over. You have got an internships, residencies, and if you are feeling the same braveness, specialization also. At this point, you'll be like, I should have been a TikTok star inside. But once you finally make it, you feel a superhero with a stethoscope. It's really worth it. And you'll say that just it took only 10 years to get there. Now, engineers, our journey is a little bit different, not little, completely different from the doctor's lab journey. We think that it's just 4 years. That's nothing. When it comes to the entrance exam, it will be JE or CET or some other exams like Comet Kid. This is the point where you think that math is out to destroy you. Once you crack that exams and get into a good engineering college, then you will be like, I'm entered into the engineering college. I can enjoy the life. I can live my life. It sounds very cool, right? But wrong again. First year is basically a reminder of why you hated physics in high school. You spend hours pretending to understand what your professors are saying, but secretly googling down how to Sarah engineer. But by the second year, you start thinking that you are a coder genius. I know to write hello world in 5 different languages. But this happiness will not be for a long time because you will realize that the same thing your friends did it in the high school itself. Fast forward to the third year. Now you'll be just trying to avoid an existential crisis. That's it. By the end of the fourth year, you'll be in a big confusion that you're either a coding pro or you just mastered an art of completing the assignments in the last minute. The best part is, after 4 years, you'll finally graduate, and now you're an engineer. You are ready to take up to the world until you realize that JavaScript has nothing to do with the coffee. Now let's talk about the career paths of doctor and engineering. When it comes to the doctor's life, after struggling and surviving years of exams, medical school, and enough coffee to power a small city, you'll be finally a doctor. And that time you'll be thinking that finally I have made it. Now it's time to serve the people life and live my dream. Well, kind of good thing. At firstly, you're likely to start as a junior doctor. Means you'll be surrounding and running around the hospitals. And you'll be trying to look like you know what you're doing. But secretly googling the symptoms in your phone like, is it just an headache or something else? Once you get past that phase, if you are brave enough, you will specialize. Depending upon your specialty, you'll be dealing with the life and death situation or still wondering why your patient's problem was simply by drinking a lot of soda. After years of 48-hour shift, you'll finally settle into your role. You might be working as a doctor in your own hospital that is opening your own clinic, or might be even writing a book like how I survived my medical college without losing my sanity. But no matter where you end up, being a doctor means you are basically a real life superhero. Now, engineers, our career path is just like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and finally, you graduate and think that you will build the next Google. But your first job is like junior developer or assistant civil engineer, where you spend your first 6 months working for someone else or fixing someone else's bugs or watching someone else designing the bridge and thinking that at least you would be the building. If you are in IT, you will start getting an emails with subject lines like urgent, production bug, and you start realizing that your life is now a series of coding sprints and trying not to break down the internet. And if you are a mechanical or civil engineer, you might be probably standing in the middle of some construction site and you will be wondering why nobody told about all these tests of engineering in engineering college. But over the time, you will develop more responsibilities, bigger project, maybe even get a fancy title like lead engineer or senior developer. Who knows, you may build the next Google also. So now let's talk about very important thing like work-life balance and job demands in both doctor and engineering. Being a doctor means their life is completely filled with the emergency calls and sleepless nights. You'll be having a days like you'll stay in the hospital for so long that you'll forget your own bed and the sleep. Your friends will call you for a weekend hangout and you'll be like, sorry, I got a 24-hour shift. On your day off, you'll completely catch up all over the sleep that you missed during your hours. Or you start studying unwished advancements in your medical college because being the doctor means never stop studying. And yeah, that's really totally worth it, and your job is totally rewarding. You might be tired all over the time, but that fuzzy feeling you get when you help to get someone recover is totally worth it. Except someone calls you at 3 a.m. and says that I'm getting headache. Should I apply Jandugam or Amritanjan? If it comes to the engineers, it's a little bit easier, but that doesn't mean that it's all about rainbows and the sunshines. If you are in a IT or the software, you'll be having a week that you should work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It doesn't mean that you love the coding or you like coding. No, you'll be having the bugs inside. You have to find it out, and you're not supposed to go home until you find it. And don't even get me started on the deadlines. In the engineering world, they speak up on you like, hey, remember, you are supposed to complete this project within 2 months or 1 month. I must need tomorrow. If you log off your one day and try to finish up this code or project, then you are done. And you are no need to worry. Unlike doctors, you are not getting called in the middle of the night and you are asked to fix someone else's arm or just broken leg or something else like that. Work-life balance is definitely better in engineering, but let's be honest. There will be a timer where you pull your hair out over a project or deal with the occasional all night before a big presentation. But hey, you'll get at least your weekends back, right? Alright, let's talk about the money. Because, to be honest, that's what we are all curious about. Doctors, after years of studying medical college, sleepless nights, and probably surviving on the constant noodles, they start making the bank. In the beginning, you'll be probably earning less compared to your tech friends, but once you specialize or open your own clinic, your salary might get pretty sweet. Once if you're done with your specialization, if you are a surgeon or a specialist, you'll be looking at a solid, stable income that keeps always growing. But the best part is people always needs the doctor. You really never go out of a job. And unlike the engineers will be fired in their companies, you really no need to worry about it. You'll always be having a job in your hand. Let's get to the engineering. You graduate, you land up your first job. You're making a decent salary and probably earning more compared to your doctor's friend. At the beginning itself, if you land up in the software or IT engineering, the paychecks will be pretty good from the beginning itself. If you get into some top companies or if you specialize in something like artificial intelligence or cyber security, then you could be pulling down into some serious cash. Financial stability, pretty solid too. And now if you are really in a startups or tech innovation, the sky's the limit. But here's the thing, the engineers make a great money at the beginning itself, but the doctors usually catch up later. So it's a bit of race where the engineers sprint in the beginning itself, but the doctors eventually pull ahead if they specialize and keep hustling. When it comes to the social status and respect, so let's just say being a doctor is like having a VIP pass to every event. The moment when people hear that you are a doctor, wow, you must be so smart. Can you check my throat really very quick? Everywhere you go, you'll get this instant badge of respect because you are literally saving the lives. Even your relatives will treat you like a celebrity. Oh, your family as a doctor, that's so proud. And when it comes to the society, you are seen like a walking miracle worker. Whether you are at a wedding or some random gathering, no doubt people will flock to you with a lot of health questions as if you are a Google in a human form. But of course, great respect comes with a great responsibility. Doctor, can you please look at this rash at the wedding functions or some random gatherings is pretty much guaranteed. Now, for engineers, the respect comes in a different way. If you tell someone that you are an engineer, they will think that, oh, nice. And so, can you please fix my Wi Fi? It's not exactly the same level of God level respect that doctors get, but the engineers are still seen as a problem solvers in the room, especially if you are in a top companies or working in top industries. Then people start assuming that you are really a coding genius or really a great wizard. Your family might not introduce with the same level of respect as they introduce the doctors, but still you can increase that level of respect and how people looks at you as you start earning the money, as you make the money. Yeah, the eyesight, the relatives or the people looks at you will totally change. It feels good like if you are working in the artificial intelligence or self-driving cars without the human presence, the level of respect really goes up. Start making the money and increase the level of respect, but it won't be the same level as the doctors be, but it can enjoy your life compared to them. I guess so. When it comes to the personal fulfillments, being a doctor is just like it really hit you in the feels. I mean, think about it. You're literally saving their lives, helping the people to get through their worst moments. And once that you that thank you doctor for recovering them, it's really a next level of fulfillment and it's really totally worth it that no one can replace you, no other job or work can replace you. Sure, it comes with a lot of stress, endless nights, and a lot of hard work, but knowing that you have helped someone to live a better life, that's a pretty hard to beat. Plus, every time you're a doctor, you saved my life. All those endless nights and the studying hours I struggled through, you'll really forget it, and it's totally worth it. Now, for engineers, personal fulfillment might look a bit different, but it's still super rewarding. As an engineer, you start build the things, software building or new technology. You solve the real world problems, and every time you finish a project or see something that you have designed into your life, it's a proud moment. I built that, and it's a pretty cool thing to say also. While you may not be saving the lives, but still you are making huge impact by improving the lives and how people live and stay. Whether you are creating a faster apps or designing some safer buildings, or if you are working in a new project or AI project, it's all about engineers' contribution shapes the future. Okay, in the grand battle of doctor versus engineering, who wins? Well, it really depends on what you are looking for. Superhero saving their lives and getting an instant respect at the family dinners, or if you wanted to design the future, solve some real world problems, and get some serious cash. At the end of the day, you'll not be having a better choice. You'll be finding out the path that makes you fulfilled, whether you are saving the lives or building the future. Both are really amazing careers. Thanks for watching this video. If you really enjoyed the content, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Drop a comment below that doctor or engineering which learning makes you excited.